I'm sorry. I did the wrong channel. I did the wrong channel. Okay, I uploaded it on the wrong. I did the wrong channel. I'm sorry, man. I was wondering what was going on. Okay, so we good, man. Let me see. Obama's in deep doo doo, man. Obama is in deep doo doo. You hear me? Obama is in deep doo doo. Even though probably ain't not gonna happen to him, was he Obama? You can't charge a black president with nothing, man. You can't charge a black president with nothing, man. You charge a black president with something, man. There we go. You charging the black president with something? What's wrong with you? There we go. All right, there we go. Salute to everybody out there, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Salute to you guys, man. Uh, Salute, man. Couch Merlot in the building. Couch Merlot in the building. In the building. This Obama situation is crazy, man. Because let me put it up on the screen, man. Because people are sleeping on this shit, man. Like it didn't happen, man. And this shit happened, bruh. This shit happened, Jack. This shit happened, Jack. One more time for the sinners and drinkers. What's up, Mike Durden, man? Everybody, if you got a membership to the website, I finally fixed it the way you guys your memberships will show up. You have your icon next to your name, but you have to log out and log back into the website. Okay, you have to log out and log back in. That's the only way you will get to see your uh you overly naughty to me. Yeah, yeah. We are in the building, man. Salute to everybody out there. He said Republicans aren't going to do anything anyway. Shout out to Random Negro, man. He hit it on the nose. They ain't gonna do shit anyway. They ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. They ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing to Obama. You right. You absolutely right. You absolutely right. All we gonna get is these Comey and bullshit like that. Comey and dumb shit. We ain't gonna get no big names, man. We ain't gonna get no big fish. We don't get Hillary or Obama. Yeah, they right. Republicans a bunch of pussies, man. Bunch of pussies. We ain't gonna get Obama. You right. We ain't gonna get Obama. We don't get Obama head on the plate like we deserve to, man. Goddamn Obama. We ain't get Obama, man. I want Obama head on the plate, man. Pros. No homo. Yeah, Trump ain't gonna go after Obama. Obama, he's still out here talking shit though. Like Obama's still out here talking shit. He's still letting people call him no drama Obama. No drama Obama. He said you saw slavery Crockett claiming lynching is back. Yeah, burning white women is back in Chicago too. Setting white women on fire is back in Chicago. Jasmine Crockett. She's a clown. She's a caricature of herself. She's a clown. That woman is a straight up clown, yo. Yo, she is a whole clown. That woman is a whole clown. Damn. You said she don't have an ass? Oh man, how you know? How you know, random Negro? You gotta show me proof she ain't got no ass. I know shit. I know my baby Jazzy Crockett got a ass, man. You can't tell me she ain't got no ass, man. I ain't trying to believe. I don't hear it, man. No, man. You telling me Jasmine Crockett ain't got no ass? Oh shit. Yeah. They saw TikTok. Send it to me, man. Send the video to me, man. Send me the video, man. Shout out to my man Anthony Madsen, man. Big love from Australia, man. We might have to check out Australia. It's been a few days, man. It's been a little while since we checked out Australia. This nigga of all people though. Yo, that's the randomest rapper, man, ever to be doing some shit like this. Press one, man. He the randomest rapper, man. Praj from the Fugees. Yo, that's the most random rapper, yo. How the fuck he get this? Like it you would have never guessed if they said, man, it's a rapper that embezzled $120 million for Obama. You would have never guessed. They could have gave you 1,000,000 guesses. You would have never guessed Pras, man. Nobody would have ever guessed Pras. If Obama had a son, he would look like Pras. Shout out to my man Anthony Madison, man, coming through, man. We try to get 15 contributors tonight, man. 15 tonight. 15 people to take the challenge, man. We try to get 15 people to take the challenge. Shout out to Gouch Malone, man, coming through. That's 2 down, man. We need like 15 people to take the challenge, man. Tonight, man. Gouch says rappers for Michelle's husband. Yeah, he Michelle's husband now, man. Michelle done stole the limelight, man. She getting all the limelight now. Yeah. Yo, man, this the randomest shit, yo. How the fuck Pras get it? Pras, what the fuck? Oh yeah, that's 1 down. Okay, yeah, they only counted it as 1. Okay, yeah. What the fuck is Pras? Yo, I get you trying to be low key about it. So he probably like, man, if I get a big time rapper, that's gonna be too noticeable. Let me find some random ass rapper. Yo, what's a more random rapper than Pras, yo? I ain't even gonna lie. What's a more, yo, y'all help me out in the chat. Give me some names. What's a more random ass rapper than Pras? Yo. How the fuck? Yo. This nigga got Pras. You said Muhammadi? Nah, Tretch ain't random, man. Tretch ain't random, man. Tretch ain't random. Tretch a major figure, man. Tretch is like an icon, man. Tretch is one of the GOATs, man. Yeah. If he had Vinny, what if he had Vinny? Yo, what if he had Vinny out there? Vinny, man, out there. Jesus Christ. Oh, shit, man. Yeah, Pras got that football number, 14. He got a real football number, 14. 14 nothing in the first half, man. It's 14 nothing. They returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. They got a pick 6. It's 14 nothing. It's 14 nothing, just like that. God damn, man. Holy shit. They gave that man 14. He said he got wide receiver number. Yeah, that's a quarterback number, 14. That man straight up. They gave that man 14. God damn. And he gotta be 50. Let me see how old Pras is, man. Pras gotta be a nifty 50, man. He gotta be a nifty 50 at least, man. He was born in 72. That nigga was born in 72. That Negro is 53. That nigga 53. God, dog. That nigga 53. He coming home when he's 67. God, dog. That's why that's the fucked up part about when you get up in age, man. You gotta slow down, man. Cause you don't want to do that nigga come home when he's 67. Yo, Jesus Christ. At least he going to the feds though. He gave him two tutties. God, let me see if I can find a video of this shit, man. Holy shit. They gave that nigga two tutties. Damn. That nigga, bro. Jesus Christ. They gave that nigga Pros two tutties, man. Shit. God, dog. That nigga been fighting this jump for like 2 years. I'm gonna show you the jump from 2 years ago. He been fighting this jump. God, dog. They gave that nigga Pros two tutties. Shit. That's crazy work, man. That's nasty. That nigga coming home when he's 67. Shit. That nigga coming home when he's 67. Oh, 6'7". Oh, 6'7". Ain't that what all the kids saying? That nigga coming home when he's 6'7". Oh, shit, Pros. You hit the 6'7" joint, Pros. God, dog, Pros. How the fuck you get 14 years at 53? Man, this from 2 years ago, right here, this video. This is when he first started.
One of the founders of the hip-hop group Fugees is facing...
Oh, shit. Let me find out my gateway. I gotta fucking start my gateway over here. I realized I found it's my Wi-Fi. I don't know why it acts like this. I'm gonna call them now. I'm gonna have some guy come out. Somebody gonna have to come out, man.
One of the founders of the hip-hop group Fugees is facing a multi-million-dollar fraud and conspiracy charge, or several charges. The Grammy Award winner, Pras Michel, is accused of using stolen cash to make illegal political contributions. In 2019, a 2019 indictment accused Michel of helping a Malaysian financier embezzle money from a state-owned investment fund. He allegedly tried to persuade U.S. officials to abandon an investigation into that financier's business dealings. Michel has denied all wrongdoing. So
that's DC right there. That's the court building in DC. Man, they got him down there. He was serious, man.
But for more on this, I want to bring in Randy Kessler. He's a lawyer who has represented several celebrities and a trial law professor at Emory University. He's also a founding partner at K&S Family Law Firm. Thanks for joining us. So I remember reading about this years ago, and I guess I just thought that it had somehow resolved itself, but it was quite sort of complicated. So can you just explain to us what the government is alleging happened?
Well, quite complicated is sort of an understatement. This could be a whole course in law school. It could be a whole, documentary and a whole TV show. And it probably will be. But generally, the government is trying to say, foreign governments, stay away from us, keep out of our business. And they're saying that he was somehow involved on two fronts. One, funneling money to the Obama administration by paying for donors to come to events and then reimbursing them with foreign money. And then later trying to pressure the next administration, the Trump administration, into releasing a dissident or getting him back to China, and maybe not even helping with the prosecution of this guy, Joe Lowe, who everybody knows is behind the scenes, and he's a co-defendant, but he's just not here. He's in China, so he's not really subject to this jurisdiction right now.
So what is the defense arguing exactly?
I think they pretty much can argue ignorance is ignorance of the law, but ignorance of the law we know is no defense. He was not doing anything intentionally illegal. In his opinion, he was trying to help do what he thought was right. He was trying to influence politics because he wanted certain politicians to be elected or certain things to happen. But certainly it didn't rise to the level of him being an espionage agent of China, is what they're going to say. That's crazy. That's just, James Bond kind of stuff. He was just somebody trying to be involved and trying to help his country in the way that he thought was fit. I think that's the best defense, and that's what the defense is going to be.
So the defense is like, hey, his intentions were not anywhere near as sort of scandalous as you're suggesting. He had access to money. Lots of people make campaign contributions. What's wrong with this? What is the prosecution saying?
They're saying he should have known better, and ignorance of the law is no defense. When you're involved with that kind of money and that much stuff, you should consult with lawyers. You should figure out what you're doing. That's what they're going to say. And because you violated these crimes, we're not only going to prosecute you because you're a public figure and because there are other public people involved and celebrities that may be witnesses. We want everyone in the world to know when you try to get involved in American government and you are in concert with a foreign government like China, don't do it. Be careful. Make sure you know what you're doing before you do this.
Are they suggesting that he was personally trying to benefit from it, or that, financially, or that it was just he was trying to sort of peddle influence?
I think both, right? There's a lot of money involved when $100 million worth of influence. You don't do that for nothing. You don't have no side benefits. There's this big yacht that Joe Lowe is on. There's all sorts of benefits that he got with this.
So what kind of a precedent would this set for how Michelle would be punished?
So, we call it a chilling effect. We want this to have a chilling effect on this kind of conduct. We want people to stop doing this. And this is why you see celebrities, entertainers, athletes often prosecuted, sometimes harsher or more vigorously than the average person, because the public pays attention to cases like this. The federal government wants the public to pay attention to this and say, if you know of anybody, anything like this, or it even sounds or smells fishy, stop. Talk to a lawyer. Talk to law enforcement. This may be the case to make the point for them.
All right, Randy Klessler, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
That was 2 years ago. That motherfucker, that was 2 years ago. And today, they threw the book at that nigga, man. They tossed the book at him. This is him 11 years ago, giving advice and shit. What advice do you have for young people?
Words travel. When you think about Martin Luther King, he didn't choose to be a civil rights leader. They called him because a bunch of people got arrested and they just needed someone to come and speak. And what he spoke down there resonated throughout the whole town and the country. And he became that leader. And so it's not always going to be.
That's not how it happened, nigga. He was groomed, man. Martin Luther King was groomed from college, man. He was groomed from college to be that, man. What you talking about, Prod? You know what the fuck you talking about, Prod? They locked this nigga up. Yo. They gave that nigga 14 smackaroos.
Y'all wanna hop in the game and do the same, selling tickets to your favorite name. Join our trade. Ticket resellers investing in building every day. Join our
We have the easiest way to make money online. As you see over here, there's no MLM, no pyramid scheme, no ads or marketing required. no selling tickets in the streets, and you don't need any labor costs to scale up.
Hey, if you're interested in scaling your ticket business or your business into the millions, like I've done, selling tickets strictly online, 100% online. You'll never catch me out in the streets. Go to thetickettrap.com again.
All right, man. Things gotten crazy just now after we heard this information about Fugees rapper Pras. Well, he was in federal court today, and he was slapped with 14 years in prison for foreign influence convictions. Now, he is going to prison for 14 years, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Now, again, he was in court actually today, right? And the judge slammed down the gavel and handed down the conviction. Now, again, he's famously beside the great Lauryn Hill, Wyclef Jean. This popped up back in 2023. Federal accusations pretty much said that he orchestrated a foreign influence campaign to get the U.S. to drop an investigation into a fugitive Malaysian financier. Right now, after hearing the hearing that went down in D.C. federal court, Judge Cotelli sentenced him to 14 years in prison, once again followed by 3 years of probation. He was already ordered last month to forfeit a whopping $64 million that allegedly was linked to the scheme. Now, in an exclusive statement, a spokesperson, Miss Dumas, said Pras has spent his career breaking barriers and defying expectations. With today marks a difficult moment, it is not the end of his story or legacy. He is profoundly grateful for the continued support of those who believe in him as he prepares for what lies ahead. Now, prosecutors had sought a severe sentence for a man that they said betrayed his country for money in court filings. They said that an average sentence for others convicted of similar size financial schemes had been more than 2 decades. So pretty much saying they gave him, they let him off, a little easier. Now, look, this is crazy. This is crazy because you kind of be thinking, and I guess it depends on the nature and who you take money from. They're looking at it like, yo, you betrayed your country. Now, if you'd have took money from investors, you probably wouldn't have got that much time. But you're talking about upwards of almost $100 million that was funneled through this alleged organization. And somehow Barack Obama is tied to this. Now, they're saying that he was accused of secretly funneling low money to Barack Obama in 2012, which is crazy. And in April of 2023, following a trial that included testimony from actor Leonardo DiCaprio and former U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions, Pras was convicted on 10 counts, including conspiracy to defraud the U.S. government. There you go. They don't like that. You can't mess with the government. You can mess with the citizens, but not the government. Now, Pras later sought a retrial on the grounds that his ex-lawyer David Kenner botched his defense by using an unproven artificial intelligence tool to draft closing arguments. Was it ChatGPT? The motion was later denied, though Kenner eventually pleaded guilty to a criminal contempt charge over the allegations he leaked grand jury materials to reporters ahead of trial. As you know, it is expected that Pras, through his attorneys, will launch an appeal of both the sentence and the underlying convictions. Such as appeals can take months or years and typically face uphill climb to reverse a conviction. So Pras is headed, I don't know if he was taken into custody today. He is headed up top to the feds for 14 years, man. Unbelievable. Because he took money from the government.
They slapped that. God, oh, man. Damn, bro.
All right. Well, a Chicago man has been charged with federal terrorism. This after police say he set a woman on fire at a train station completely unprovoked. Officials say Lawrence Reed was seated in the back of a CTA train car while a woman was sitting with her back facing him. This was in the middle of the car. So the victim, a 26-year-old woman, was on her cell phone when she was attacked. That woman is currently in critical condition after suffering burns to her face and her body. Reed has a lengthy criminal history and could face life in prison if convicted. Joining us now, former Assistant U.S. Attorney Chicago and former federal prosecutor Dwayne Deskins joins us now. Dwayne, thank you for being here. So WGN, our partner station, they are reporting that this man has been arrested 71 times. In Cook County, this was prior to his arrest on Tuesday, and convicted in 13 of those cases. How was he out on the streets? Does this speak to a much larger issue that the city may be facing here?
First of all, Kelly, thank you very much for having me. It is disturbing. There's no getting around it. If you are a person who's been arrested 71 times in 30 years, convicted 13 times, and was released from probation for a fire-related, what someone would call arson-related offense less than 2 years ago, and between then and now, you're also charged with aggravated battery on a social worker where you knocked her out, and you were on bail for that before this current offense this past Monday.
He knocked out a social worker. That's so funny. That is so hilarious. He knocked out a social worker. That is the most. That's so crazy. I thought we need social workers to respond to these mental health crises. This nigga knocks the social worker out.
I think that there is concern about are people being detained who pose legitimate threats to the safety of the community. And I think one of the reasons this case is charged in federal court is that the federal courts have a longer track record in dealing with violent offenses and detaining people. And in this case, it's the record you just described will be strong evidence that he warrants pretrial detention.
Yeah, well, it is mind-boggling when you look at the rap sheet here. He was unruly in the courtroom, told the court he'll represent himself, that he doesn't want counsel appointed to represent him. How risky of a move do you see that being, considering what's at stake in this case?
So the best chances he has is going to be some kind of a competency issue. So the things you just described, the basically Boris' behavior to the magistrate judge, when she's speaking to him, saying la, 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 the spitting on the officers, the saying that even though he was born in the United States, that I'm a Chinese national. He could just be malingering. He's never been found insane or incompetent, but the court may have a lawyer appointed, even if he doesn't want one, to make sure that his rights are protected. And so it may be a chance, or maybe a competency hearing or an issue in this case before they proceed. But in any event, if that is the case, he's still not going to be allowed back on the streets until that issue is resolved, as you might imagine. We don't want incompetent people running the streets of Chicago either.
Right. What does that mental health assessment entail? How much do you believe that will be a part of this case? And what are you anticipating in terms of conclusive results here? We have about 30 seconds left.
Well, just quickly, the court has an option. They don't have to send him out for a competency exam. But if so, the Bureau of Prisons will conduct one. They can have people of their own choice choosing conduct one. But the chances are, given the amount of evidence they have in this case and the level of organization associated with it, I don't think that's going to be the case. He's been convicted 13 times, not found insane. It's a harder argument in those cases to find someone incompetent. So I think the chances are this case will proceed on track.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact.
Okay. All right. Jesus, Grady Judd, man.
One of your members last night was indicted in Florida for supposedly, allegedly using COVID relief funds from FEMA to bolster her campaign. If the ethics committee comes back and corroborates those claims that were made in the indictment, would you expect Congresswoman Shirley McCormick to resign?
Sheila is entitled to the presumption of innocence like every other American. She's entitled to her day in court, and she's entitled to a jury of her peers who are going to follow the facts and be guided by the law.
Boy. So got to follow up on the bombshell story of the week, I believe, right? Involving ratchet Democrat Congresswoman from South Florida, Shayla Shirphyllis McCormick, who was slapped with a bombshell indictment.
Yo, she looked good, yo. She looked good, man. She could have been the next Jasmine Crockett, man. Take the $5 pledge. We're trying to get 15 people to take the $5 pledge during this live stream, man. Take the $5 pledge. Support the channel. Support the good work we're doing here, man. This one ain't bad, man. She not bad, man. Say Haitian tether. She tethered.
For allegedly stealing $5 million in FEMA funds. Now, we discussed this yesterday, okay? And to me, it seems that it's very obvious that this woman is guilty, right? I mean, she's been confronted on this before, and she has shown signs of guilt from the beginning of all of this.
She was back in the district at this event. We tried again. I also wanted to ask you about the investigation into your family's of her congressional duties. Congresswoman, you know, you're under investigation for the congressional ethics for violation of campaign finances. Congresswoman, this is your district. You have to answer to these people. Congresswoman. Attorneys for her family's healthcare company aren't answering the I-Team's questions either. And the Department of Emergency Management says they won't comment on ongoing litigation, leaving taxpayers and her constituents wondering what happened to those millions.
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that. Now, despite the fact that, again, it seems as if this woman is guilty, Democrat.
Every single time, man. This shit is uncanny, man. It's uncanny how these sisters, I mean, it don't matter if they're on the school board, don't matter if they're congresswoman, a goddamn state senator, a fucking city councilwoman, a mayor. If they in politics, an investigation is coming, Jack. An investigation is coming.
Are saying that she's entitled to something that Republicans are not entitled to when they get accused of crimes, which is the presumption of innocence, right? Hakeem Jeffries, aka Timo Obama, aka Discount Obama, claims that, hey, any conclusions, right? Just like we shouldn't jump to any conclusions about Democrats and their relationship with Epstein, right? But again, if a Republican got caught stealing $5 million in FEMA funds, do you think that Hakeem Jeffries would be coming out here talking about they're entitled to the presumption of innocence, right? We know for a fact that that's not the case because they believe that the President of the United States is guilty of something simply because Jeffrey Epstein hated the president, right? So with that being said, I got to talk about this because this woman is now lashing out, okay? She is speaking out about this indictment. And we should not be surprised to hear what she has to say, right, in response to accountability, right? It's the same thing every soul sister has to say when faced with accountability. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
Janice and Louis, within the last hour, attorneys for the Congresswoman said they plan to fight to clear her name.
everybody feels like they're under attack.
Tonight, a federal grand jury indicting Congresswoman Sheila Sherfilis McCormick and several associates, accusing them of stealing millions in federal disaster funds, laundering the money, and using part of it to support her 2021 congressional campaign.
The money we invested was to make sure that we can touch the people in the community, but the money didn't determine this election because most people who put a lot of money in the community, in their campaigns, they don't win.
Federal prosecutors say Sherfilis McCormick and her brother.
Did she say most people who put a lot of money in their campaigns don't win? Well, I mean, technically she right. Look at Kamala, whatever the fuck her name is. Kamala spent a goddamn gazillion dollars and she didn't win. That's true.
Put a lot of money in the community, in their campaigns, they don't win.
Federal prosecutors say Sherfilis McCormick and her brother Edwin Sherfilis ran a FEMA-funded COVID-19 vaccination staffing contract through their family healthcare company. Prosecutors say in July 2021, the company received a $5 million overpayment. Prosecutors say the group diverted that money and tried to hide it through multiple accounts. The indictment says a large portion of those funds was used for campaign contributions.
So the government sent her too much money. The government sent her too much money, she kept it. When the government send you too much money, man, send that shit back, man. What's wrong with you? I'd be like, I would have went straight down there. I'd have went to the White House and been like, hey, Trump, man, I got a pack. I would have went with a briefcase and shit. She tried to keep the money. God damn, woman. They're gonna smoke your boots now. Jesus.
And personal expenses. Prosecutors allege the South Florida Democrat and Nadege LeBlanc arranged additional donations using straw donors, funneling money to friends and relatives who then donated to the campaign as if using their own money.
Oh.
Investigators say the Congresswoman, with the help of her tax preparer, David K. Spencer, filed a false federal tax return, allegedly disguising political spending and personal costs as business deductions. U.S. Attorney Jason Redding Quinones writing, public money belongs to the American people. When FEMA funds are diverted for personal or political gain, it erodes trust and harms us all. Attorneys for the Congresswoman writing, she is a committed public servant who is dedicated to her constituents. We will fight to clear her good name.
If convicted, the South.
She applied for some COVID loans. The government sent her $5 million too much. Instead of saying, hey, man, government, man, you made a mistake. You accidentally sent me $5 million that I didn't ask for. Here, take this $5 million the fuck back, man, before I fucking spend this shit. This bitch went and tried to, hide it and embezzle it and launder it in different ways and hide the shit.
The Florida Congresswoman could face up to 53 years in prison. The co-defendants could also face decades behind bars. We're live in Miramar tonight. Aaron Maben, Local 10 News.
Aaron, thank you. Our team coverage now turns to Washington.
Our DC Bureau Chief Ben Kennedy is joining us live with the reaction. Ben.
Today, St. Louis, the Department of Justice says this action makes clear that no one is above the law and plan to prove their case in court. In a statement, Attorney General Pam Bondi said tonight, using disaster relief funds for self-enrichment is a particularly selfish, cynical crime. No one is above the law, least of all powerful people who rob taxpayers for personal gain. We will follow the facts in this case and deliver justice. With FBI Director Kash Patel adding, this individual and her family allegedly stole money from FEMA and then laundered it through friends towards her own personal benefits, including her campaign accounts. Today, the FBI and partners of the DOJ took action. Right now, Sherfilis McCormick serves on the House Committee of Foreign Affairs. It is also assigned to Veteran Affairs. In July, as Louis talked about at the top of the show, the House Ethics Committee voted to reauthorize an investigative subcommittee to examine allegations involving the South Florida Democratic lawmaker. On social media tonight, Florida Congressman Greg Steube said, tomorrow morning I will be filing a privilege motion to censure Representative Shirley McCormick and remove her from all committees. Tonight, back live here in D.C., she does remain.
That's exactly what should happen. And I'm just hoping that the GOP doesn't let her off like they did with Stacey Plackett, okay, the Epstein texter, right? The woman that was literally texting Jeffrey Epstein during a congressional hearing against President Trump. Yeah, they let her off. They better not let this woman off. This woman should be removed from her committee assignments ASAP. She allegedly stole over $5 million in FEMA funds. Gave it to her friend.
Nah, man. They let that Plasky lady who was texting Jeffrey Epstein off. Yeah. This shit's disappointing, man. This is some disappointing shit, man. That shit's so disappointing, man. God, man. Gee, Christ, man. Shout out to Osa the Healer, man. She's cute and a damn shame. 5 M's is crazy. We sure let the courts decide. If I was about to say Wycliffe, if he laundered or embezzled $120, he got 14 years. This bitch got to get 6 months, man, or something, man. Get this bitch 6 months, man. Praz got $1. Praz embezzled $120. Praz was out here getting it. God damn. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. They put $5 million in your bank by accident, man. That is kind of rough, though. It is kind of rough, man. You only live once, man. YOLO, man. You only live once. I hope they're not ignoring and letting it slide. I'm hoping they get these people, man. Lock all these motherfuckers up.
Friends, and then had them redirected back into her campaign, and then had her accountant misclassify the donations as business expenses, right? So, I mean, this woman, this was a whole scam, right? This is a whole scheme with $5 million, taxpayer dollars. Now, how are we going to get that back? I think that not only should she rot in prison, she should also be required to do labor, right? To work every single day until we pay back, right? That's what she should be required to do.
Hi. Any thoughts on the indictment, please?
Well, it's an unjust indictment, and it seems like these intimidation tactics have been pervasive. We spent all week seeing different members getting censured, all in hopes of intimidating and kind of distracting from the Epstein files. And I look forward to my day in court so I can prove myself and actually state the truth. But if this is what Congress is becoming, where they're always trying to intimidate you, scare tactics, especially attacking minorities, Black and brown people, then we're going to have to keep fighting for the district.
I knew that was coming, though. I knew that was coming. Trump is attacking minorities, man. Black and brown people, man. Trump is attacking minorities, black and brown people. Jeez. Jeez.
And everybody has been giving me so much support, and we're going to keep fighting until the district gets what it needs, which is fair prices, housing, and fair representation of Congress.
Did
So
you
thank
use
so much.
improperly
What's your
use the
response to
FEMA
the
funds?
calls of some of your colleagues to step down or resign?
They didn't elect me, it was my district, and so we'll keep fighting for the people and keep working like we're doing now until they get what they need. So we're here for the people. So the only people who elected me should have made that decision. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, fighting for the people, she said. She's fighting for the people.
Dang, that bitch.
Right now at 11, we begin with breaking news. South Florida Congresswoman Sheila Sherfilis McCormick facing alarming allegations tonight.
Sherfilis McCormick, who represents parts of Broward and Palm Beach counties, is being charged with stealing millions of dollars from FEMA. She's also accused of using some of that money to help her political campaign back in 2021. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Lauren Pastrana.
And I'm Elliot Rodriguez. CBS News Miami's Abby Dodge is joining us live from out the U.S. Attorney's Office in Miami with more details. Abby?
Well, this is just the latest legal battle that the Congresswoman has found herself wrapped up in. A former federal prosecutor tells me there is much more information that the public needs to see. 46-year-old Democratic Representative Sheila Sherfilis McCormick from Miramar is now facing several charges related to her family's healthcare company. The indictment says the charges stem from a $5 million FEMA overpayment back in 2021. It alleges the Congresswoman, family members, and business associates stole extra funds and ran them through multiple sources to disguise the source, then used some of that money to help finance her 2021 congressional campaign. Former federal prosecutor David Weinstein says more details about the representative's alleged role and how it may relate to other COVID relief cases will become clearer once the full indictment is released.
Certainly, the more the facts come out, the better we'll be able to gauge whether or not there was any misconduct.
Weinstein says cases involving the misuse of COVID-19 funding are similar to the Medicare and bank fraud crises of the past.
What happens is that these dollars go out, and when they're being sent out, nobody's really paying attention to who applied for them, why they applied for them, and it's not until afterwards when they start doing accounting and they figure out that they've misappropriated these funds that they then try to turn it around.
In Sherfilis McCormick's case, there are also charges related to her tax filings. The indictment says the Congresswoman and her tax preparer falsely claimed political spending and other personal expenses as business deductions and inflated charitable contributions to reduce her tax obligations. The U.S. Attorney General called the representative's actions a selfish and cynical crime. Now, the Congresswoman could face up to 53 years in prison if convicted, and she is now in Washington, D.C., hopefully making her way back to South Florida to face a judge sometime before Monday at the latest. We have reached out to her and her team and are waiting to hear back. Live in Miami, Abby Dodge, CBS News, Miami.
Jeez. That bitch. Yikes. Hey, always stealing, man. Hey, man, it is what it is, man.
All day today, the scenes of what some are calling a crisis. Lines stretching around the block in D.C. as hundreds wait just to try to make an appointment to apply for rental assistance. 7 News was there as nearly one.
All these niggas trying to apply for rental assistance, man. God damn. Listen, I ain't mad at them. DC got a lot of shit like that. They got a lot of programs, man. I can't be mad at you. DC got a lot of fucking programs. Be thankful, though. These motherfuckers be crying about racism and shit. Be thankful, motherfucker. Praise the Lord. Fall on your knees, man. Fall on your knees and open your mouth and make a loud sound in honor of the Lord. Huh? These motherfuckers, they whining about the National Guard, they whining about Trump, and there's like 8 gazillion of them down here trying to just get an appointment for rental assistance. Ain't that a bitch? Just to get an appointment for rental assistance. Jesus. These motherfuckers. That shit crazy, man. Wasn't black people just saying white people are the face of Snap? Who remembers that last week? They were saying white people are really the face of Snap. Snap is a white thing, man. 1 week later, you got 8 billion niggas in one city. They heard that there's some places giving out rental assistance. Every nigga in the city down there. Every nigga in the city down there. It ain't a nigga in DC that ain't down there. Jeez. I'm telling you, man. You can't make this shit up, Jack.
All day today, the scenes of what some are calling a crisis. Lines stretching around the block in D.C. as hundreds wait just to try to make an appointment to apply for rental assistance. 7 News was there as nearly 1,000 people were out in the cold to try to save their homes. Most told 7 News they were laid off and they're facing eviction within weeks.
Yeah, our Washington, D.C. reporter Felicia Ashley is joining us live now from Northeast D.C. Felicia, a community member called you this morning after they were already waiting for hours.
That's right. And that call came at 6 a.m. and I got here moments later. As you can see now, it has died down. Most people have been able to make their way in, but those even at the end of the line right now have been here for more than 6 hours. Now, people told me that this was very disorganized chaos. They said that the government, the district should have been preparing for this, especially during the season that we are in. And I saw some of that as I was here. Yeah, it drops right away. The phone number the department gave people doesn't work. Some telling me that's why they had to come in person.
I lost my job 8 months ago. I haven't been able to find a new job, and that means I didn't pay rent for all that time. And now my landlord is suing to evict me. And unless I can pay the protective order, I would probably be homeless at the beginning of March.
Get the help, but just to get an appointment.
They supposed to have the line working, and the line wasn't working by 9 a.m.
Michael has been in line since 5 a.m. and was able to walk.
Oh, shit, they shut me up. It was white people down there, too. They done lost their good government job, too, man. Them white people done lost their good government job, too, man. That's sad, man. Ain't that a bitch? Trump slashed all them jobs, man. That's what people in D.C. do, man. They work in the government. They take 2-hour lunch breaks. Straight up. Every day. Straight up.
walk out with a packet and appointment. A couple hundred weren't as lucky. What does this mean for you now that you have this?
This is a big step as far as me being able to take care of my family.
Councilman Treon White showed up and approached the Department of Human Services Director, Rachel Pierre, about this situation. What does she have to say about this failed planning and failed organization treatment of people?
She was basically saying she didn't want to really advertise it to prevent this from happening. You don't have to advertise it because people know people, and we shouldn't be hiding government resources.
Director Pierre stayed in the lobby on the other side of the wrapped around line. Is everyone in line going to be seen today? Okay. Okay, so you're not going to speak today, though? The Department of Human Services provided this response 7 hours into the chaos, saying in part, quote, additional appointments may be scheduled based on budget availability to increase transparency, improve eligibility verification, and better manage limited program funding. People told me they felt dehumanized, disrespected, and humiliated. The line wrapped all the way past that red car. Mind you, I'm on the opposite side of this street and rode in the actual parking lot. And mind you, the beginning point is still way past me on the opposite side of this building. Now, the city and the director would not respond to the reasoning of why this appeared to be so disorganized, as well as what led to this chaos. In addition to that, people tell me that now they are being given papers to tell them to come back to essentially do this process again. For now, reporting live from Northeast DC, Felicia Ashley, 7 News.
He was grabbed by the neck, viciously beaten, and left for dead as robbers ransacked his home. Tonight,
who did this? Who did this, guys? Who did this, guys? Who did this? Who did this? Who did this, guys? You said we all know who did this. Who did this, Wicked?
You know what, man? I'm going to play the odds. I'm going to say it was a tiger.
Tiger?
Yeah, yeah. $1 get you $500.
All right, let's see, man. Let's check it out, man. Let's see who did this, man. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel, man. We're trying to get 15 people to take it. Shout out to my man Deluxe247, a.k.a. Cal Ripken, a.k.a. the real MVP, coming through once again for the 10,000th time in a row. Shout out to Deluxe. Yeah, man.
Come on,
Let's
Tigers.
he was grabbed by the neck, viciously beaten, and left for dead as robbers ransacked his home. Tonight, beloved DC restaurant owner is sharing his nightmare story exclusively with us at 7 News. Good evening to you. I'm Scott Thuman. Thanks for joining us. As police search for his masked attackers, the man still in pain from serious injuries spoke with our Brad Bell.
How you doing?
Jay Eckstein has run the Deli City restaurant on Bladensburg Road, just up from New York Avenue, for 45 years. The place and his customers mean everything to him.
It becomes more than a business to you. It's a people. You became your life is your acquaintances and who you talk to and who you deal with every day.
But these days, Eckstein's faith in humanity is being tested. And as he sits at the register, he is literally in pain.
I've got at least 20 staples in my head. I had a broken bone in my nose, a fractured rib.
He was beaten and severely injured in a robbery a week ago. It happened as he was leaving his Silver Spring home early in the morning to head to work, coming face to face with 2 or 3 masked men.
As soon as I opened the door, they were right there, and they grabbed me around the neck, and they threw me down in the living room. They started to hit me. Where's the money? Where's the money? I said, I'll give you the money. I'll give you the money. Please don't hurt me. I'll give you the money.
They got a large amount of money and left Eckstein bloody and battered.
Targeted and brutal.
That's how Montgomery County Police Detective Brian Dyer describes the crime he's now working hard to solve, hoping someone who sees this story will do the right thing and come forward with the info he needs. There is a reward of up to $10,000. He says the first step is to text MoCo to 73-TIPS.
He didn't deserve this. I think this robbery could have gone down even without injury, and to go the next step and not just push him down or punch him. I mean, this is an elderly man. To beat him as severely as they did is atrocious.
It's stupid. It's uncalled for. It's just evil people. They're just plain evil.
And Eckstein says he won't feel safe again until he knows they're caught. In the district, Brad Bell, 7 News.
We are okay, so we know who did that.
Well, no.
We know
Let's be
that.
fair. Let's be fair. We don't know. Let's be fair. I mean, if we're
Nah,
taking an educated guess, it
Silver
was obviously a
Spring.
brother.
He said Silver Spring, the neighborhood. He said, the city. He said, I already know who did it.
Maybe we should ask
And they didn't show
ChatGPT
'cause-
what are the odds, like statistics. If we, ChatGPT might let us know, might break it down to us who it could be.
no
Like
need, no need.
like
to do all that.
70% Son, 10% on Brito, or 15% on Brito, 3% Glider, and 2% Juice Crew.
No need for all that, man. I think the fact that they didn't show the thing,
So what
that's
you're
pretty
saying
much
is
dope.
just ask GPT?
Yep. That's all you gotta do.
Man,
Wow.
the brothers are hell on wheels,
This
man.
motherfucker goes back to. I'm telling you, man. This 1926 right here, yo. 1926. That's crazy work. This is Jim Crow South. This is in the Jim Crow South.
No way. So they're doing footwork. I don't know. That's a Chicago thing. They love claiming that, like footwork. I don't know if the DC
Yeah, I
some
know
people do that, but Chicago they claim that.
Nah, we have a different culture. We have go-go music, but I know what you're talking about. Like they like to hand dance and shit
This
like
is
that.
it right here.
Line
This is
dance.
footwork.
Oh, okay.
Wait, where's
Was
this
it the
at?
Masons do it? What is it? Is it the Masons?
Who?
This is down south in 1926.
Well, they did say that a lot of the Chicago Sons came from Mississippi or something like that.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It looks like the
Without a
footwork
doubt.
they do
Jeff
here.
Fort and Jeff Fort and Larry Hoover both from Mississippi.
All of them people came from down there. It looks like this though, like literally like that.
Yeah.
Get down low. Get down low. Get down low.
I know. He said, "Get that low." You act like you know what you're doing, man. You know how to do that shit.
Man, what you know? No, not this here, but what you know about that house music? I grew up on that, man. At the school ditch parties, man, forget about it.
Oh, they have house. You did house music?
Oh hell yeah, we used to do house joke music, man. Chief, look, put it like this, Chief. I used to just get on the wall and let them do what they gotta do, you know.
Yeah, I know that's right. I know that's right. I remember them days. Grind me, baby.
Hey, look, don't try me, man. If I feel like it, I might just go right now and do what I do, what I used to do. Right now, as I speak. If I'm lying, I'm dying,
Hey,
Chief. I'll throw on my dancing shoes. You feel me?
hey, man.
But yeah, it's interesting to see this, man. I mean, look, listen, man. What can you say? It speaks for itself. The behaviors are there. I don't doubt, Chief, that maybe that these sons on the screen may be them. We're out there getting it cracking, man. Gun to your face. Your money or your life kind of shit. You know?
Yeah.
Tell me I'm
Well,
wrong. Hell yeah. Tell me
well,
I'm wrong, man.
I don't know, bro. You saying
Look. This glitter queen on the screen, when she grew up, what are the odds she got with her brother? It's not like far-fetched.
no, it's not.
I was watching police body cameras videos recently, right? I saw 3 of them. Coincidentally, all 3 of them was with a sun man and a glider queen. I was like, God, and in 2 of them, the sun man with the white bitch on his fucking arm was talking about racism, this and that. You fucking Songbird, you got a white bitch on your arm. What the fuck is you talking about racism, bro? Man, the gliders suck at racism, man. They fucking suck at it. But we gotta keep hearing about it, though.
You don't read us to do better, huh?
We do what?
You don't read us think you can do better? You don't read us think you can do better? with
Do better
racism?
what? Like on robberies or better what? I think we could do better on robberies if we felt like it. I think we could do better, more sophisticated crime than y'all for sure. What do you think?
Wow. You know what, man? I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
What we cannot do better than y'all is victimize the
I do
elderly.
think
Y'all
will
got
say
it for
this, y'all
victimizing
are,
the elderly.
hold on, y'all are doing a lot of good shit in LA. Y'all are doing a lot of home invasions and like
Well, let's go to LA
Calabasas
right
and
now.
shit.
Go to LA right now and let's see what's going on. Man, go to Albuquerque. Let's see what's going on over there.
You said Albuquerque.
Let's go to Albuquerque. We always talk about in Albuquerque, the burritos seem to be the ones that are methed out, going crazy. Well, let's see. Let's see if it's the case today, because we haven't gone in forever. But don't look. Don't bullshit me. I get that you wanna play devil's advocate, but don't bullshit me, bro. Like the burritos ain't even close to being the ones. Well, you know, we could see 10 straight videos of burritos fucking up. We could see 100 straight videos of them, and we still behind on the scoreboard.
Oh shit. Let's see. You said Albuquerque, man.
Yeah, man, let's go to Albuquerque. Let's see. Man, the brothers better not let me down. You know, there was a video. I don't know if I told you this, but I wanted to tell you this. I wanted to tell you this. This line that I'm gonna say right now, you could probably recite it yourself. I said it to you so much. Remember the neighborhood Little Village?
Yeah.
I've told you that's our most violent neighborhood, arguably.
Right.
It's not even top 15. Sometimes it is but sometimes it's not top 15 because some neighborhoods are somehow more violent than our most violent neighborhood. Well, recently they killed what's that Zoom, Bay Zoom in Little Village, right? Remember him, the rapper? So they killed him. That goes on the burritos numbers. Fuck it, we'll take it, right? But then recently there was 2 high-profile murders in Little Village again. High-profile as fuck, right? They killed 2 burritos, a father and a son in a jewelry store, right? My hands to get on my kids. I said, please don't let it be a son man that killed them. Don't let it be a son word that killed this father and son on burrito that
Yeah, we
had a
saw
jewelry
that,
store.
the robbery, when they chased
Right.
him out the store.
Right.
We
But
saw it, we felt it.
well, yeah. But I hadn't talked to you about it. This is my first time talking to you about it. My hand to God,
Mhm.
Chief. I said, don't let that be a brother. Right? Lo and behold, no surprises. He was a fucking brother. But tell me, I want you to tell me about how successful. Well, sons are successful. I know they successful. I hear on your channel almost every day we see a sister judge or a sister chief police. I know that some people are successful, right? Alarmingly successful in the courts. Tell me I'm wrong, Chief. I mean, are you shocked that it was a son man that murdered them? So even Little
No.
Village's murder numbers, right? Again, our most violent neighborhood, not even top 15. Go to Hey Jackass, you'll see for yourself. Our most violent neighborhood, I never thought about it till recently. I didn't even consider the son murders. The sons that are sneaking in there and murdering people. In our most violent neighborhood with these beaners are blowing each other's face off like a motherfucker. But tell me, man, tell me about these successful, we got lawyers. Tell me about the son lawyers. I know y'all are successful, man. I see y'all riding around in Beamers and Mercedes, man. I see y'all.
Yeah, I know.
I see them riding around in the stolen Audis.
Let me see this, man. Let's see what happened in
the Kirk.
Yeah.
I wonder what the Beaners call it. You know how some folks like naming it some cool shit.
Alba murder, Alba kill, Alba
the Kirk,
Alba killing, Alba killing, Alba kill.
Alba murder.
Let's see. Okay, Albuquerque on the board, man. Let's be slow at Albuquerque, man.
Man, ain't no way it's slow over there. The way they seem to be on drugs. Everybody on drugs down there.
Albuquerque police and ABQ Ride are on the lookout for whoever is shooting pellets at city buses. ABQ Ride says 6 times since October 27th, drivers found a damaged window on the bus after completing their shifts. They say no one was hurt or even noticed anything over the noise of the bus. But the 6 instances caused $40,000 in damage.
We never want to compromise safety of our passengers, and we are grateful that this is pellets and nothing worse, but it is still extremely concerning and we're taking it very seriously.
The vandalism appears to have happened along Central between Yucca and 59th, and investigators believe one person is responsible. If you know anything about this crime, call Crime Stoppers. That number 843-STOP.
Man, that shit was weak. Over here, we're putting bullets through buses. We burning people on the fucking trains. Pellets, man, they soft over there.
We are seeing the moments the man accused of shooting and killing a 14-year-old boy in a UNM dorm room was captured. News 13's Marilyn Upchurch is live in the Newsplex this afternoon with the police body cam video.
After a tense day with a murder suspect at large, police body camera footage shows officers finally catching up with John Fuentes.
Oh, Jesus. Did you see that?
After an hours-long manhunt, state police
Wow,
catch up with
Fuentes.
18-year-old
Man, that
John
look a
Fuentes
glider,
in
though.
Los Lunas.
Exit the car with your hands up over your neck and ensure your safety. Yep. Turn away from me. Step to your left.
Early that morning of July 25th, police responded to a dorm at the University of New Mexico to reports of shots fired. 19-year-old Daniel Archuleta was shot and injured, and 14-year-old Michael Lamont was found dead.
Damn.
Lamont's older half-brother Zion Miera was also in the room at the time of the shooting. Court documents say the group was passing around guns and doing drugs before prosecutors believe Fuentes shot Lamont. The state says after the shooting happened, Archuleta and Miera escaped through a window, but later went back to the room to remove evidence. According to the criminal complaint, Fuentes fled the scene. Hours later, state police tracked and arrested him in Valencia County.
Keep your hands on top of your head. Cross your feet. Cross your feet.
Fuentes, who admitted to being high on
Look at
cocaine
this
and
guy.
LSD, told police that he was peer pressured.
That's not a glider eye?
And that the gun he was holding was.
Look at him.
Didn't know how or if he shot anyone.
That's what I think.
Fuentes is
I don't
charged
know.
with murder and is being held behind bars until trial.
Yeah, I mean, he got a lot of glider.
I mean, he's an umbrito, but
Convicted
look at
Fuentes
him right
faces more
there.
than 30 years behind bars. Back to
I
you.
mean,
All right, Marilyn, thank you.
I
Both
take him as an
Archuleta and
umbrito
Miera are
culturally,
facing
but
tampering
that's
with
a lot of
evidence,
glider right there.
contributing to the delinquency of a minor and drug charges.
Oh, what's up with that? That's in Albuquerque, that sister. Or what is that? Convicted sex.
This girl,
Nah, on the right.
she shot somebody at 7-Eleven. She was 7-Eleven employee. She shot somebody. I think that was LA.
So what, man? Look at that one right there. Look at that with the mugshots. They ain't no sons in Albuquerque or what, man?
Multiple agencies, including BCSO, launched Operation Route 66 targeting crime along Central. Sheriff John Allen says his deputies keep arresting the same people over and over again, and some of them are still out tonight. Now he's demanding change.
If you take out that habitual offender, your crime in that community will go down.
640. That's how many cases connected to Operation Route 66 Bernalillo County Sheriff's deputies have been involved in since February. Of those 640, 40% were repeat offenders caught on outstanding warrants.
It wasn't surprising to find that. It was just more discouraging on who they were actually letting out, because they're high-level offenders and people we've arrested 41 times, 31 times, 14 times. And if you look at their history and the crimes they committed just doing Route 66, I mean, that is ridiculous. And then you look at their history.
BCSO also released stats showing of 90 pending felony cases from Operation Route 66, just 14 of those defendants are currently behind bars. Sheriff Allen says this shows the court system has been too lenient.
These are people in the community, drivers of crime, and I can take 3 of these folks out of any community and watch the crime rate drop because they're the ones that are repeat offenders.
One of those offenders is Jeremy Bradley, who has been arrested 41 times at Bernalillo County. Another, John.
Jeez, look at that haircut.
Yeah, the umbrito look crazy as hell too. Mental health doc or what? Nah, this dude look crazy.
DNA.
This one here, for some reason, to me, he just looks crazy. It must be the mustache, you know?
Yeah. It's just it's just DNA. You know, those type people, they can't help that shit.
But I think down there though, for me anyway, I would tax it to drugs, because over there everybody seems to be strung up pretty good, you know. I mean, look at this guy; he's high as a kite.
Nah, that's just DNA, man.
Well, I mean, that don't help the situation, but.
Salute to Eric S., man. Op Nation Hall of Famer, man. I'm a through once again. Shout out to him. That's just a normal burrito, man.
He
arrested 29
looked high to
times,
me.
and Benjamin Boriff arrested 21 times. All of them were arrested
The
again and
diversity is our
again during
strength right here.
Operation Route 66 and released. Bradley at least 4 times, Orozco and Boriff at least twice this year.
What is Boris,
Each did
Russian?
not appear for court hearings, and warrants were issued for their rearrests. All 3 are currently out free.
We can't be afraid of saying we need to put people in jail. I understand the critics will come out with mass incarceration. I'm not talking about low-level crimes. I am talking about serious violent offenders that continue to victimize our community.
Recently, the sheriff's office announced a new operation called Triple Beam with federal partners, including the U.S. Marshals Service. This allows serious violent offense or gun crime cases to be prosecuted federally, which has harsher punishments. But Sheriff Allen acknowledges that's not a long-term solution because federal prosecutors are overwhelmed as well.
We've already sent the message to many criminals all over the United States. Don't worry about crime here. You're going to do some time, but don't worry about it. You'll be okay. I don't think that's the right message to send.
Sheriff Allen is calling on lawmakers to enhance penalties for repeat violent offenders and for courts to publish reports on how often defendants are released prior to trial. Back to you.
All right, good information, Gabe. Thank you. The sheriff also says he wants stronger penalties for juveniles.
Uh-oh. Look at that on Breeder. Like somebody. Look at the man. This is Albuquerque's cracking.
That's Phoenix.
They're like down the street, right? Oh, yeah, right? I don't know.
Now, Albuquerque is not too far from Phoenix, man. But it's like, I mean, it's far, but I mean, like, you know how West Coast is. It's like,
yeah, it's like so widespread.
Yeah.
Everything fine. You been out there? You been to Albuquerque?
No, I was in San Diego. I've been to San Diego. That's like,
you ain't been to the desert?
No. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Oh no, that's a hit and run. Okay, let's see.
A drunk.
Suspect in a deadly crash that killed a beloved UNMH nurse last month has officially now been charged with homicide. Previously, Brian Boyce was only charged with leaving the scene of an accident for the crash that killed Alec Montoya. Now he's been indicted on 2 additional counts, homicide by vehicle and open container.
Sound like
When he
a hate
appeared
crime
in
to
court
me.
for the first charge, a judge decided not to hold him in custody. A warrant was issued yesterday for his arrest on the charges. Earlier this afternoon, he was taken into custody.
You heard that? You heard that? Glad it's on the board soon. Glad it's do it soon. Fuck out of here.
Well, it is the end of a legal saga for New Mexico's Corrections Department more than a decade after mistakenly releasing a man from prison who eventually murdered an Albuquerque woman. The state is now paying to end a lawsuit over that release, years after claiming it shouldn't be held responsible. News 13's Chris McKee explains.
There's really been no sense of justice at all in this case.
The family attorney of murder victim Kathy Paquin says the lawsuit tied to her death might be the only win more than a decade after she was killed by her neighbor.
Chris Blattner.
Chris Blattner was charged.
Chris Blattner
on the board as well. Damn, what happened to his ass?
He killed her, man. That's her blood, probably.
It looks like he got his ass beat.
Listen, this is I like kind of like coming to Albuquerque, man. Get a Sunman a break, man.
We saw Sunman a second ago, so I mean they in the mix too.
Well,
but
goddamn, I mean, yeah, but still, like, I mean,
yeah, no doubt. I feel you. I'm with you. It look like you might not believe me, but I told you in Little Village, I was hoping it wasn't a Sunman. You know, I was, but I be rooting for them, man.
You be rooting for us, man?
I be rooting for Sunman to get it together, even though I know, it's not gonna happen, but I be rooting.
Thank you, man.
But I know you don't believe me though. You think I got a problem with violent crime or something. I don't have a problem with violent crime. It builds character. Being violently victimized, having a gun in your face, that shit builds character. It makes you see life differently,
Right.
Makes you appreciate it.
Appreciation.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I bet y'all didn't think about that, Ignatian. How the Sunman be making us look at life a little bit more, closely.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's all. Let's see.
disabled by her neighbor.
Chris Blattner.
Chris Blattner was charged with Kathy Paquin's murder after Paquin disappeared from her home August 15, 2012. When the murder happened, Blattner was supposed to be in state prison, but New Mexico's Department of Corrections released him from prison 3 years early because of a paperwork error. In 2014, Blattner pleaded no contest to the murder.
Her remains have not been found, and this requires Mr. Blattner to provide details on how she died and where she is now.
That plea was later rescinded after Blattner claimed he was high on drugs when he made it. The state formally dropped the murder case in March 2024 due to a lack of evidence.
The daughter, I've been working with the daughter of Ms. Paquin. Her mother was brutally killed by a prisoner who had a history of felonies, who had previously murdered someone, and who should have been behind bars for the next 3 years.
In 2014, Paquin's family filed suit against the state, saying Paquin was killed because Blattner was released from prison early. A judge initially ruled the corrections department would not be responsible for what happened off of the prison premises, and that state law gives the government immunity against the claim.
The courts were applying a special defense that prevented people from suing the state for the negligent release of prisoners, and the Supreme Court has now said that there is no such defense for that. A jury gets to decide.
That Supreme Court ruling in the Paquin family's favor allowed their lawsuit against the state to continue, claiming Blattner's early release was a negligent act by New Mexico prison staff. Now, more than 11 years later, the state of New Mexico has finally agreed to settle the case for $285,000.
That's it?
Chris McKee, KRQE News 13.
That's it? That's it? God damn. After the lawyer get his 30%, how much is that? 200,000? Jeez. Right.
Wow, that is crazy. That's a hell of a fuck up right there too. That's a hell of a fuck up.
Wow.
But I've heard one of my guys who's a pig. He was telling me that he's gone to like prisons and he's gone to prisons like in Alabama to do like an extradition, right? And he was telling me how they're so lax. Like they were trying to just give him the guy. And he was like, whoa, no, I need paper trail. It's like what? Don't you guys do a head count? Like, don't you guys got an account for this? Are you guys just gonna give them to me?
Breaking up, man.
Yeah, that was bad, man. That was. Yo, man, support the channel. Hit the like. Hit the cash app. Support this unique channel, man. Who else presents the news in this format? This is a unique format where we go from sea to shining sea. Pick a city.
Yeah. Where you want to go next, man? I like Albuquerque, man.
Me too. You know, I say we stay here right now. At least a couple more, man. Give the summer a break, you know? Give him a breather.
Suspect in a deadly crash that killed.
Oh man! Oh shit!
Support the channel.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Albuquerque, man. And
I mean, look, here in this channel, there's not necessarily a bias, just the bias of reality, right? We're seeing behaviors occur and reacting to them, right?
yeah, it's not. Listen, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
I mean, this is not like, abortion, right? Where you could pick a side and fucking hold the line, right? Nah, we're seeing what's going on. And if it's a tiger, we're going to get in his ass, right? Even though we know it's probably not going to be a tiger. Unless it's like some kind of like gambling or human trafficking element. But even then, it's probably a well,
All right, let's see this one, man.
Newly released video shows a New Mexico police officer's inappropriate behavior toward a woman that he pulled over in a traffic stop.
Uh-oh.
He is now accused of rape, and it's not the first time one of his traffic stops made headlines. News 13's Annalisa Pardo has the video.
A traffic stop in Bosque Farms in September that immediately raises red flags.
Typical woman with a bunch of papers everywhere.
41-year-old Bosque Farms police lieutenant Ricky Dominguez pulled over a
Uh-oh.
21-year-old woman for speeding, and he appears to start flirting.
You're all dressed up. I thought you were going to say a date or something.
He tells her he'll give her a break, giving her a
Damn.
citation for
You know, he
swag-
reminded me of that cop in Chicago. Remember that white cop?
Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
You remember that white cop who arrested that black girl in the green jumpsuit?
Oh yeah.
She had like the green sweatsuit on.
No, but this guy, that's there. Nah, he wasn't flirting, Chief. He was trying to get that was not flirting. This guy here is flirting though. But I know what you mean. Go ahead, look. Nah, he was not flirting, man. He was trying to get her to talk. You could tell he was trying to compel her to speak because he had just finished Mirandizing her. He read her rights, right? So now anything she says after that is admissible in court. He was trying to let her explain what happened in her words, right? Give her a chance to explain. This guy here, come on, he flirting, but he don't got that soul. You know what I mean? He don't got that like I'll love you, and then I'll kill you. Swag. You know what I mean?
Damn.
But he still might kill her though.
21-year-old woman for speeding, and he appears to start flirting.
You're all dressed up. I thought you were going to say a date or something.
He tells her he'll give her a break, giving her a citation for a lesser speed. Then he asks more personal questions in Spanish, noticing a car seat in the back and asking if she and the father are still together. Dominguez gives the woman his business card, telling her how to reach him directly. According to a criminal complaint, Dominguez and the woman started talking, and he voided her speeding ticket the next day. Police say they met up one day in October, and what started out as consensual intercourse turned into rape. Police say Dominguez had videotaped the encounter without...
What started out as sexual turned into rape? What the fuck?
Yikes! You know what she was thinking? She was thinking, man, he whack. I need my money.
Damn. I'm trying to figure out how consensual can turn into rape. I mean, she said, "Get off me, man." That's right. Like maybe that's what it is.
She was done, but he wasn't.
They met up one day in October, and what started out as consensual intercourse turned into rape. Police say Dominguez had videotaped the encounter without the woman's knowledge. It reportedly shows her crying and telling him to stop. Police say Dominguez continues to assault her, and then he says to her, quote, "It doesn't hurt that bad." Dominguez is now charged.
Damn, hombre was packing, man.
Yo, the crazy part about that story, Yak, is that it's on camera, so case closed, right? You would think, anyway.
Yeah. Hombre was up in them guts, man.
He was rearranging guts.
He must got some sun in him, man. He probably like
Yo, he a real Omeg, right? He the descendant of Omeg.
He got like 8% sun or something going on in there, man. God damn. That motherfucker on Vito, man.
Doesn't hurt that bad. Dominguez is now charged with rape. And this isn't the first time we've covered Dominguez.
He's not wearing a mask. Okay, I need you to hang on one second. Sir, you're in my time right now.
In 2021, a couple who Dominguez pulled over called 911 on him to complain about his behavior and for him not wearing a protective face mask during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Come on, dude. It's COVID around here. Oh my gosh. You must be a Democrat.
Bosque Farms police chief Andrew Owen tells us
Damn.
Yeah, I like him though, man. Everything except for the rape part, but cool.
He out here doing him, huh? He out there feeling himself.
Yeah, man.
The world's his oyster.
He a cool rapist, man.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, nobody's perfect, man. You know that. Who am I to judge, man?
Dominguez did face disciplinary action for that 2021 incident and attended trainings on de-escalation and professional communication. Dominguez is now on paid leave for this latest incident. Annalisa Pardo, KRQE News 13.
Dominguez is charged with criminal sexual penetration. He was released pending trial. Under the conditions of his release, he is not allowed to have any contact with the victim.
Yo, hold on. What that brother do? You ain't off the hook on this one. Is that Albuquerque?
Now to a story you'll see only here on 4. Tonight, a local father charged, accused of endangering his 6-month-old baby girl. Those moments were caught on camera.
And tonight, only our Jordan Burrell is hearing from the baby's mother. We do want to warn you, the details in this story are graphic. Jordan.
Elijah Jackson says the father of her 2 children watches them every week while she works overnight. And she found nothing out of the ordinary that day until she checked her nanny cam and saw a mother's worst nightmare.
I was at work. I just got an patient report, and I just have been having this feeling for about a week that something was just not right.
Elijah Jackson says she checked her nanny cam Friday to check on her daughters, whose father was watching the infant and their 2-year-old at the time.
And I heard her crying, but as we know, babies cry, and I could not see.
God damn, bro. Yo, he took one for the team, Jack. Yo, salute to him, man. Whatever he did, man, listen, it involves a kid, but if he do something like a traffic, he or something, you know what I mean? Something not involving a kid, man, we just let it slide, man.
All that's forgiven.
Yeah, this dude took one for the team, man. I appreciate it, man. Better you than me, man.
Maybe she know how to cook. Maybe she know how to cook good or something.
Yo, she know how to do everything. Yo, she know how to change a fucking carburetor, man. She better know how to fucking carpentry and plumbing and shit too.
How to fix the HVAC.
Right. If somebody breaking the house, she got to go down there and fucking see what's going on. You be in bed with her, you hear something downstairs, you be like,
go handle that.
Yeah, but you be under the covers and shit while she go down there and handle it. Damn. Shit. That bitch. Jeez.
The one before her was cool though. I don't think you seen her. You were looking down, but before her, she was cool.
Nah, ain't no one before her. I love her. Elijah.
Keep going right there. Yeah, yes, sir.
She cool. She all right.
Yeah, she cool
She
for sure.
Who's she? St. Louis. She good. She good. That's good for her. St. Louis. She right with, you know. She ain't like in those. She ain't New York ready or DC ready. But
I mean, she a Philly 10 though.
Oh shit! Yeah, you sent her to Philly. Yeah, send her to the Philadelphia news station. That's true. Yeah, I could see that. She could do an upgrade. She's straight. She's straight.
That day until she checked her nanny cam and saw a mother's worst nightmare.
I was at work. I just got an patient report, and I just have been having this feeling for about a week that something was just not right.
Elijah Jackson says she checked her nanny cam Friday to check on her daughters, whose father was watching the infant and their 2-year-old at the time.
And I heard her crying, but as we know, babies cry, and I could not see them on camera at all.
What Jackson tells First Alert 4 she saw was chilling. We've decided not to show it in full, but the mother says it's a minute-long video of her daughter being thrown, smothered, and strangled by her own father.
I saw him throw her onto the couch. I immediately started screen recording, got up, and went.
Jackson says she immediately went home to get him away from their children. SLMPD says the video shows this man, Christopher Wallace, grabbing the 6-month-old by a limb and throwing her onto the couch, smothering her face into the cushions as she struggles, and later turning her over and putting his hand around her mouth and neck.
I look at her, I see the video. I try to go to sleep, I see the video.
We know that a crisis is different from family to family.
I spoke to the St. Louis Crisis Nursery, which focuses on preventing child abuse and neglect. While investigators have not mentioned a motive for this incident, the Crisis Nursery says it gets called on a lot of the time when there's a tragedy in the community.
Think about all of these kids as like, these are our kids as a community, right? And what as a community can we do better to support parents so that they don't feel like they're at a place where they really are at their wits' end.
The sounds of Jackson's daughter cooing can be heard during our sit-down. The mother says her baby survived with no physical injuries. Wallace, her father, is now charged with 1 count of endangering the welfare of a child, but Jackson says she wants to see different charges.
I don't think that's enough. I don't think this is an endangerment situation. Endangerment is leaving a kid in the car by themselves.
I asked the circuit attorney's office about the charge issued. They tell me they don't comment on pending cases. St. Louis Children's Hospital says physically abused children often show similar behaviors, including excessive crying in infants and problems in school for older children. Morgan.
All right, Jordan, thank you.
Damn.
And right now at 5 on this Monday, new charges for the man. Putnam County Sheriff's Office authorities say attacked and stabbed a woman to death Friday
Who did that?
Oh, was that another glider queen killed?
night. Thank you for joining us on this Monday.
Who did this? Who did this, people? Attacked this woman, man. Stabbed her to death, man. Who did that, man?
Sunman.
Huh?
Sunman.
Salute to Gauch Malone. She said rappers from which that was last one. Salute to also the Healer. He says it's nice to get a little breather. Shout out Wiki. Yeah, man, Wiki's always looking out for the sun, man. I mean, listen, man, he's our biggest advocate for real, man. He only talks about us like that because he cares, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, listen, man. Someone has to, right? Hit the link, Olsen.
Yeah, Olsen. Hit the link, man. Did I put the link in the comment in the back? I don't know if I put it in the.
But hold up, man. Let's really digest this one on the screen. That was a straight up glider queen, right? She looked like a straight, middle America girl, right? Another glider queen killed?
I mean, shit. What you mean another one? Can you act like you shocked by this shit,
Well, I'm shocked. I'm shocked in that when did this happen? Because I'm shocked in that they haven't talked about it. I haven't heard shit about it at all. And I know what you're thinking.
Trump should jump on the one in Chicago.
Yeah. But
I
this
think
one,
Trump should jump on the one in Chicago, like he did.
Yeah, it's a good chance
like
to shit on
the other girl. Like, what's the girl?
Lincoln Riley?
No, not Lincoln Riley.
The one in Charlotte.
Aritzka, some whatever the fuck her name was.
Yeah.
Trump need to do what he did with that, because that girl and she was a good white girl. She wasn't like a crackhead or not. She was like a nice white girl,
one in
right?
Chicago.
Yeah.
The one recent. I don't know much about her. I haven't really. I just know that it was unprovoked, right?
Yeah, it was unprovoked, of course. And he doused gasoline on her, and then he.
If I'm not mistaken, that occurred in downtown. Think about that in the Loop. Think about that. I mean, that's tourism. That's an important engine for the economic engine for the city, right? But this one right here, though, it sounded pretty brutal. I wonder what happened.
In the Dollar General, though, like that's a Sunman, man.
And right now at 5 on this Monday, new charges for the man. Putnam County Sheriff's Office authorities say attacked and stabbed a woman to death Friday night. Thank you for joining us on this Monday. I'm Anthony Austin.
And I'm Heather Crawford. So this happened Friday at the Dollar General in Fruitland. And after a 24-hour manhunt, authorities say they arrested 54-year-old Lamar Beasley. Our Billiana Garland.
Lamar.
How old? 51?
Baby. Lamar.
Man.
Give me an ID on Lamar, guys. Give me an ID on Lamar.
When did this story come out? I'm true. I'm true. I mean, look, I'm not even joking. I'm stunned.
This is 3 days ago.
It's hard to keep up with the Sun Man. And the glider queens are getting fucking plugged left and right, man. It's just sickening.
Lamar. Yeah, Lamar ain't no. Look at show you. Look at this little tasty joint right here.
Oh, yeah.
54-year-old Lamar Beasley. Our Billiana Garland joins us now to break down the charges and also reaction from the victim's family and friends. Such a tragic story.
Heather and Anthony, I did talk with the victim's family and friends, and the Putnam County Sheriff's Office says the suspect is a convicted registered sex offender with an extensive criminal history going back to the 1990s. He got out of prison last July, and now he faces a first-degree premeditated murder charge. I talked to the family and friends of the victim, who the Sheriff's Office identifies as 36-year-old Cheyenne Castens.
I can't believe that I'll never hear her voice again. It's just not real. It doesn't feel real.
On Friday, November 14th, Stephanie Niles lost one of her closest friends, 36-year-old Cheyenne Castens.
I actually met Cheyenne when we were around 10 years old. We were friends from that day on. She was my best friend. She was like my sister.
The Putnam County Sheriff's Office explains the suspect, 54-year-old Lamar Beasley, and the victim,
Sheesh. FBA or what?
Oh no, Lamar Beasley, FBA.
Come on, that's a
Lamar
whole
Beasley.
FBA, bro. But if you ask Tariq though, we probably gonna say tether. A tether cosplaying as a FBA, man. Man, you know what? I was watching our stupid ass Sun Mayor speak today, right? He had a press conference, and they asked him about they were getting under his skin, you could tell, but they were asking him about what happened in the CTA in the train, right? And this Sun word fixed his fucking face to say that it was a mental health issue, right? He went the mental health route. And then another reporter asked him, right, well, what about incidents like the loop puncher? You know, like the guy that was like beating on white girls?
Yeah,
another Sun man. Somebody asked him about remember the loop puncher? The one that the young sons like checked and he didn't do nothing?
Right.
It should be fair game to ask him straight up the racial element. It should be at this point. It should be fair game, man. It is an element. Why, Mayor? Why are black men victimizing everybody in the public? Is that not a fair question to ask in polite society at this point? I mean, I know you think it is, but you think they would think it is now?
Of course not.
When do you?
Hold on, he would pull the race card. Wait, man, are you kidding me?
But you think it's a fair question, right?
Of course.
Do you think there'll be a moment when it'll be a fair question in polite society in that scenario? No.
Going forward,
at some point, maybe like if you were to guess.
Going forward, I think, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough, man. It is going to be tough. Because it is, it's going to be tough, though. I ain't even going to lie, because, like, just when I think we making progress, it's like, God damn, man, the liberals won't stop it. The liberals got a lot of tricks, man, that we can't figure out. So yeah, I don't know.
Man, it's not even the liberals, man. It's what it is. I mean, think about it. When the one Glider King Prince or whatever from the high school that he got stabbed, right? Remember the one in the football game or whatever?
Yeah.
That the supposed outrage, enough is enough bullshit. Apparently, it wasn't enough. They want more. Here we are yet again. A glider queen in Chicago burned. St. Louis down the street, this somewhere just randomly stabs a glider queen. I mean, I forget the white boy's name, but I thought that was like the final straw. And then then you got the one girl in Charlotte, right? And then countless others.
Let's see what happened here. Let's see how our good brother.
Actually met Cheyenne when we were around 10 years old. We were friends from that day on. She was my best friend. She was like my sister.
The Putnam County Sheriff's Office explains the suspect, 54-year-old Lamar Beasley, and the victim, Cheyenne Castens, were both in Dollar General in Fruitland Friday afternoon. Authorities say there is no known connection between the two. When the victim was outside by her car, authorities say the suspect attacked her and stabbed her. I talked with the victim's aunt, Cheyenne Ramsey. While she declined to be on camera, she gave us a statement saying, "I'm in disbelief, shock, and heartbroken. I'm glad they caught the man who murdered my niece. No one should have to go through the pain we endured from this man taking her from us. This is a nightmare we can't wake up from."
She did not deserve that. She was so sweet and kind and willing to help anyone.
Authorities found the suspect Saturday in his camper at Huntington Shortcut Road. Authorities say the charge he faces is a felony, which could see him face the death penalty. Anthony?
All right, Bill.
It was a felony. We wouldn't have never guessed, man. Killing somebody with a felony.
It must be because he had a record.
Because he's black, man.
Right. If it was a white guy, yada yada.
Yeah, man, let him slide, man.
They say he just got out in July, right? He ain't wasting no time.
That'd be the damnedest shit. Like, you go back for that. Like, it'd be one thing to go back for like some shit you can't avoid.
Right.
Like, these niggas love jail.
Yeah, right. You know, it's gotta be one of those where like he got used to it and he's like, you know what? I prefer it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, he preferred booty.
He preferred booty and he preferred just like everything being structured. He don't gotta worry about it. He just gotta, wake up and do what he's told. You know?
And booty.
And booty. Right.
Yeah. Think about it, man. Like, just think about it, man. I mean, I know you don't have to think about it, but I mean, like, there's no girls in there, man.
Right.
Even though they got, female, but that dude ain't he ain't gonna be fucking the female. It's just like, yo, booty.
This is disgusting, man. Disgusting, man. And fine, if they want to go back, that's fine. But what does that white girl got to do with it? Why do you have to kill that white girl?
Yeah, that shit was reprehensible, man. Just slaughtered her ass in a motherfucking Dollar General. She ain't even
right.
There's no way she could have seen it coming.
No. No, I mean, look, man, you talked about it, how these Sun men, they kill people that have never laid eyes on them. And and when they're killed, they might not even have seen when they get killed because it could be a straight bullet.
Yeah.
But
they
when
just stab you from behind like that motherfucking nigga on the train that day.
Like him, exactly him, or this one here. Like she must have been like, this isn't real. This isn't happening. It's happening. And it's happening all the time.
Jeez. Hey. Fuck.
But I just don't feel like people are talking about it. I feel like they might touch on it. Even these people, these famous conservatives on with podcasts, even they're not really getting in there. They might mention it and they're not getting in there. You know what I'm saying, eh?
Now they cover the viral ones. Let's look at this. Look at this though. Ooh.
There's a big story we're watching in Meriwether County this afternoon where gunfire rang out at a party and one person fell victim to that gunfire. That person now recovering in the hospital. Fox 5's Doug Evans is on top of this story for us this afternoon. Doug, what more do we know about what happened at this party?
Yeah, Tom, what a mess here in Meriwether County. It happened Saturday night. It was supposed to be just a small bonfire. A property owner here, a resident here, throwing a party for his niece. A bonfire out in the country. What could be better? Well, got on social media, and soon the attendance swelled to over 100 people. Teenagers, young adults, some in their 20s, some as far away as South Fulton County, Troup County, LaGrange, Noonan, all on this piece of property here, out in the country, out in rural Meriwether County. A fight broke out, shocking, right? And then gunfire, and an 18-year-old was struck in the head. We've just learned, and this is breaking news, that 2 people have now been arrested. Let's show you who we're talking about. We've got some video of that. This is 20-year-old DeAndre Ransom and 22-year-old Akivian Bowles, and they've been charged with aggravated assault. Now, they're accused of opening fire. Just 2 of many people, Sheriff Chuck Smith tells me, opened fire at this party because they found all kinds of shell casings all spread around that property. So it wasn't just Bowles and Ransom opening fire with weapons. There were others with guns, and there could be others charged eventually. Now listen, they fled the scene, but witnesses got a good description of their car. They ended up at a Red Roof Inn in Noonan. That's about, I don't know, 40 minutes from here in Greenville in Meriwether County. So they're in this Red Roof Inn, and that's where Coweta County deputies were told to go and pick them up, and they did. And now they're facing very serious charges. Sheriff Chuck Smith tells me that others could be charged as well as this investigation unfolds here in Meriwether County. 100 people at a party. Probably doesn't sound like a good idea to you either. It didn't to the sheriff. And so they're checking in to see whether this property owner here, this resident here in Meriwether County, had followed proper procedures, had gotten permits and that kind of thing. Security would be demanded in the permit process as well. They're checking to see if that existed. No evidence of that yet. And so this property owner could be in hot water with authorities here as well. Good news for this 18-year-old is that he's expected to recover. I'm told he's even been released from Grady, but he did take a shot to the head that they said traveled in and around his brain, and somehow was able to survive that. They've not gotten a chance yet to talk to him, but they hope to do that very soon as part of their investigation, Tom.
Yeah, Doug, these parties get dangerous, and this certainly isn't unprecedented. Something like this happened just like a little more than a week ago in Cartersville. The teenager was killed at a party that got out of control, and it seems the same type of situation unfolded. Thankfully, as you said, nobody was killed this time around, but the same thing happens in Meriwether County, where the party starts and then just keeps snowballing until it gets out of control.
Yeah, that's right. And listen, it's not just Cartersville and Meriwether County, Tom. We've
everywhere.
covered the story, as you know, numerous times, whether it's a graduation party, a
I like this
birthday
old white
party. It gets on social media. It spreads. Sounds like a good time. People from all over start to show up here. And then you mix these ages, Tom, and that's a really important part, too. You mix teenagers, young teenagers, with older teenagers teenagers, and then guys who are in their 20s. I mean, what are they doing at a teenage party?
I feel like he wants to say the song word.
Bringing guns to this situation.
Yeah. I give him a
And, you know,
pass.
to no one's surprise, violence breaks out, and you've got a teenager who's shot in the head. And they're just, Sheriff Smith told me, they're just grateful that no one else was hurt, as bad as it was for this one guy, right?
They're
just thankful that it was nobody else.
That's for sure, Doug. But as you say, 2 people are under arrest. That victim that apparently got shot in the head out of Grady Memorial Hospital, recovering this afternoon. That is good news. Doug Evans, live for us in Meriwether County this afternoon. Doug, thanks.
Well, you know what? The victim just had their brain, struck a little bit. No harm, no foul. Go home. Don't do it again.
Yeah, man.
Would you be shocked? Would it be shocking if they were sent home?
Nah, I wouldn't be shocked.
What will be shocking is if they get sent home and they don't commit another violent crime. That would be crazy.
You hit me. Oh my God. You hit me. You just hit me in my face.
Yeah, I want to say
Accusations in the air tonight. New body camera video shows the aftermath of a dispute between.
Support the channel, guys. Support the channel. I know y'all enjoying seeing I know y'all enjoying getting the crime update on crimes you would know nothing about. Support the channel. We're trying to get 15 people to sponsor tonight's show. We got, so far, I think we got 7. We're trying to get 8 more, man, to sponsor tonight's programming, man. That would be great, man. If we could do that. Salute to everybody out there, man. I'm telling you, man. I got one that's a doozy after this. I saved it. This just reminded me.
You hit me. Oh my God. You hit me. You just hit me in my face.
Accusations in the air tonight. New body camera video shows the aftermath of a dispute between Real Housewives of Atlanta star Portia Williams and a passenger on her flight. This happened Sunday on a Delta Airlines flight from Las Vegas heading back here to Atlanta.
So now tonight, the FBI is deciding whether Williams will face any serious charges. 11 Alive's Angelina Salcedo live tonight from Hartsfield-Jackson International. So Angelina, you watched that entire body cam video and you say there are 2 conflicting stories here.
It was a pretty dramatic situation for both of these women, both of them actually talking about completely different things, saying that one thing happened. The other person says that another thing happened. You really just have to hear it to believe it.
So we're actually scheduled to pick up Miss Portia. That's why you're here?
No, ma'am.
No?
A routine landing turned reality TV.
I'm here because there's an altercation on the flight.
Yeah, she hit somebody on the flight.
Somebody hit somebody on the flight.
Atlanta police arriving to Hartsfield-Jackson Sunday to catch the airborne drama before it hit baggage claim.
I don't know exactly what happened. I just know the person that we're supposed to pick up got into an altercation and she has to talk to the police before we can take her. But if you arrest her, can you let us know?
Something happened on the flight I can't arrest. FBI got a call. FBI call. It's an FBI call.
The officer saying he needs a statement from both parties.
Who was involved? You or you?
No, she was.
She was. So what happened? How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm not very good, sir, and you?
Both this woman and Williams still processing what happened on Delta Flight 591 from Las Vegas to Atlanta.
Why didn't we hear my side of the story first, sir?
Well, I had another officer.
Oh, okay.
The lady who was sitting next to me, I was on my phone and the volume was up on the phone. And she turned to me out of nowhere and she said, "So you're going to make me listen to that the whole flight? Do you want to?" And she said, "No." I said, "Well, it was a nicer way to say that." And she said, "You don't tell me." And I was like,
but why not just get an earpiece? Why not use your earbuds? I mean, you're rich. Like, I know you got earbuds. You rich. You sitting there with the phone on speaker talking on the fucking flight.
Sounds about right.
Niggas, man. Jesus Christ.
Are you okay? I'm okay.
Other passengers who claimed to see the altercation checked to make sure Williams was okay.
She did not. She didn't touch her.
Meanwhile,
Was taking off. That's why the flight attendants couldn't come help me from her beating.
This 70-year-old says she feared for her life after confronting Williams over allegedly playing Instagram videos out loud for 25 minutes.
She takes her hand and goes like that and throws my phone, and everybody sees the phone go down the end of the whole airplane, and the flight attendant told me he saw her knock it out of my hand.
Ooh.
And that's assault.
When asked if Williams knocked the phone out of her hand,
Damn right she did.
but witnesses say
You didn't see anything physical?
Nothing.
Williams says the woman dropped her phone when she tried to take it out to record.
Flo, you didn't slap the phone from my hands?
No.
Okay.
So we did reach out to Delta. Delta actually tells us that this whole incident actually happened before the flight took off. The cabin crew actually ended up talking to both of the passengers, and from there they took off from Las Vegas, landed here in Atlanta, and that's where we actually pick up with this video where the police are talking to both of these women. Delta not commenting any further. And again, the FBI is going to review the video to decide whether charges will be pressed here. We're live tonight in Atlanta. Angelina.
Let's see, shit, man. Did I save it on here? Or did I save it on X? I might have saved it on X. Let me see. Yeah, man. Yo. Once you get out of Albuquerque, man, shit get dicey, man. Oh man. Oh man.
Well, you gotta appreciate the consistency though, because we haven't been to Albuquerque in a minute. I think, right?
Nah,
And it means it's consistent. It's just how we left it, and I always appreciate that. You know, I like consistency, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's why I really like the Sunman. You know, they're consistently violent. You know.
Yeah. Let's see. That just look like trouble, y'all. Can you imagine having to sit in that room with these? Jeez Christ.
Man, I can hear it now.
Man.
I can hear the nonsense now, man.
Oh Lord. Shout out to Barry B. Barry B is in the building once again. Barry B is in the building.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie to you. All I see off the bat is Black Girl Magic. Something with Black Girl Magic. You know, they're gonna speak about, or Black excellence. You know, and it's like, man, like maybe these ladies here got it together. Maybe, right? But man, like, what community?
Yeah. Telling you, man. Let's see.
What was supposed to be a night of fellowship for this group of women
turned into a night of hurt, embarrassment, and pure humiliation.
The 9 women had chosen to have a Friendsgiving dinner at Cork and Bull.
We only had time to order our drinks, and a fight broke out between 2 African-American women that had nothing to do with us.
This classy, Jay. This Cork and Bull joint is classy, yo.
Jesus. That's a big girl too. Shit. That's a tough one for the one in pink.
Jesus Christ.
I think you think you could take her out, the big one? You could take it?
Oh, I hit her on her chin. She going to sleep. Shout out the realest version. He said you should check out Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska. Okay, yeah. We do Alaska from time to time. You got to give Alaska a little breather because it ain't enough going on up there. They don't have a big enough population.
Remember, I was telling you that
going there. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, I was telling you how West Garfield Park has more murders than the entire state of Alaska. That's pretty crazy if you think about it. Or Austin. Austin has more murders than the entire state of fucking Alaska. It's pretty unfortunate. Yeah, I looking at this picture, I think I could take her out, the one in black. But let me see. I'll let you know when I see how she gets down. Maybe she could take me, right?
Yeah, I just, man, like, How the fuck are you fighting in an establishment like this? This is actually a nice place. Man.
But maybe it
Like,
called for it. Maybe they had to. You know what I mean? Words were probably the right thing was said, and sometimes you just gotta ruin people's nights. You know?
Oh man, let me see, man. Let me go into the archives, man. Let me just show you this place, man, that they at, man. Look at that place. Look at that place. That shit just look.
Where's this at? What part of the great nation of America is this in?
It's in Virginia.
Oh, okay. It looks nice.
Come to Cork and Bull and savor the taste of our premium beef. Caged for maximum tenderness and cooked to perfection just for you. Enjoy mouth-watering fresh local seafood dishes. And our raw bar, Cork and Bull Chop House, is an experience in dining that is
An experience in dining. You get they selling you an experience. Not just like the food, it's just like the ambiance. you hear, man. This is upscale, man.
Right.
like
The experience.
Look at the crowd though. Look
Jesus.
Look at the crowd.
Wow. False advertising.
Yo. Cork and Bull. Fucking A, man. That's a nice spot, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. That's a nice little spot, man. Shout out to them. Let's see what these heifers was.
It looks like a Waffle House to me.
Now, a place in Chesapeake known for fine dining was the backdrop for some rude behavior that got physical. These images of two women fighting from earlier this month are making the rounds on social media. But the story is a group of 9 other women who say they were kicked out of the restaurant in what they call an act of discrimination. Markeisha Jackson has the story you'll see only on 10.
Discrimination.
That fight happened inside of Cork and Bull Chop House. After things settled down, a group of other women who were not involved in the fight were told they had to leave the establishment.
Yeah, man, fuck it, man. Get rid of all you bitches, man. Everything black in here, man. Get the fuck out, man. Y'all, yeah, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
The to-go boxes are black. They gotta go.
Yo, if I was in there, I'd be like, I wouldn't even. I'd have just left. I'd just be like, I know.
You just got up.
I just got up.
You were just dining and dashed on the ass.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, man. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck, this is an experience, man. Y'all,
Check, please.
They made the news. Think about how bad this is for their image.
Yeah,
this is all
that sucks.
A statement they feel was made based on the color of their skin. What was supposed to be a night of fellowship.
Now they want to think about it. They fucked your image completely up. The families ain't gonna want to. The white families like, yo, I thought we was getting away from this shit, and then these heifers gonna sue you and probably win. And now you've been sued for racial discrimination, so now you have that on your jacket.
A double whammy.
You're always that restaurant to black people that was, how black people just say, "Oh yeah, Cork and Bull racist."
Yeah,
black people simple. They just say like, the NFL racist, the Cork and Bull racist. They don't like nuance shit. They not gonna say the waiter or the host that kicked y'all out. No, the whole restaurant racist.
Fellowship for this group of women
turned into a night of hurt, embarrassment, and pure humiliation.
The 9 women had chosen to have a Friendsgiving dinner at Cork and Bull.
We only had time to order our drinks, and a fight broke out between two African American women that had nothing to do with us.
Somebody break it up. This is video of the altercation. The 9 women say it happened between guests at a table that was across the room. The 2 women seen throwing blows ultimately left before authorities arrived. But somehow restaurant staff
Let's see
thought
what the white people was doing while that shit was going on.
They were clutching their
Oh,
pearls or what?
at a table that was across the room. The 2
White people
women
don't
seen
really
throwing
clutch their
blows
pearls when they
ultimately
see niggas doing this shit like this. White people usually just be looking around looking stupid or trying to act like it ain't going on.
left before authorities.
White people usually clutch their pearls when like another white person says something about, like, if a white person would have said, "Come on, guys," then they probably would have like clutched their pearls. But they
Damn.
don't clutch their pearls over nigga shit. That I will tell you that I've noticed that.
Huh. Interesting.
arrived, but somehow restaurant staff thought these 9 women who were still inside were somehow involved and told them to leave too.
So I asked why. And he responded saying,
Why? It's come on, cause yo, we what they listen. If a roach crawled across your counter, you call the exterminator. You don't tell him just get that one roach. You tell him get all the roaches.
But you know what though? Jokes aside though, it sounds like an honest mistake though. It doesn't sound malicious. Like it sounds like it was a lot going on.
Yeah, like these bitches is brawling. Like they weren't like just doing patty. You know how like white girls do. These bitches like leather. Like they was in that joke. Like you know what I'm saying?
Right. This kind of bone crush.
Yeah, they in that joke slugging it out and shit. And it's like, yo, this is a real deal brawl and shit.
Right. That's crazy, bro.
asked why. And he responded saying, because you all like to fight. And they made us.
You all like to fight. And you fighting now. You racially fighting. You fighting this shit in court, bitch.
and told them to leave too.
So I asked why. And he responded saying, because you all like to fight. And they made us leave and get up in front of all the other patrons in the restaurant.
We were really in like a negative spotlight at that moment, and it was all eyes on us. It was very embarrassing.
The 9 ladies are now pursuing legal action.
All right, bitch, you can have a free meal. Damn. All right. Come and you get a steak or some shrimp, bitch. That's it, man. I ain't giving you shit for that, man. You know, man. Don't get him nothing. Please.
Yeah, give him a free Coke. Come on, one free pop.
Right. Now you gotta pay for your meal, but we'll comp your drinks. Yeah, man. Like,
just one drink.
Right. And we seating you in the back. Like we ain't seating you in the front. We'll seat you by the kitchen and shit. Man.
And you better not fight. You all better behave.
Right. Exactly, man. Like, god damn, man. Seat you in the goddamn, like, ain't it like a back room, a ballroom or something like that?
the basement.
Hide you, motherfucker. You hide y'all. And shit.
Put them in the basement.
Yeah, man. Like make them come in the back door and shit.
Go walk through the kitchen.
Oh shit, man.
Their lawyer sat down with us.
Just because you have employees that might have made a bad judgment one night, that could turn into 2 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights. It has to stop.
So, but what about the fight that led to the bad judgment? They trying to make it seem like he just came over there and said, "Oh
Right.
hell no, 9 black women at the table. Y'all get the fuck up out of here, you niggas." Like,
Right, y'all ain't temping shit. Y'all better get.
That's true. True indeed.
But that's not what happened, though.
That's not what happened. And everybody knows that.
Damn.
But you know what? This restaurant, it probably would be better for them to just settle. Because look at all what's going on now. Like all this fucking bad
The
press.
women say the restaurant staff has
Not only, think about it, they did nothing wrong. They did nothing wrong. They gave these women the experience. Did these women say they're fucking service was bad, and prior to that, like they just was like, yo, like they just looked around and said, we gotta eradicate this problem, man, completely, man.
Nip it in the bud.
Scorched earth on this shit.
But man, it wasn't even that though. It looked like the bitches fighting got to their table, right? They were like on their table, and because she was recording them, right? She was recording them laughing about it, and they thought they were with them.
That had nothing to do with us.
Somebody break it up. This is video of the altercation. The 9 women say it happened between guests at a table that was across the room. The 2 women seen throwing blows ultimately left before authorities arrived. But somehow restaurant staff thought
we can say this violates the Equal Protection Clause. They have said enough is enough, and we're not going to take it.
Treat your customers with dignity and respect.
We did reach out to the owners.
These people are awful. Let's see what the people said in the comment section, man. So if the group that started the fight was white, they would have kicked out the whole restaurant. Make it make sense. Jesus Christ. It says, leave and then sue. Don't ever be mad when they tell you you are not wanted here. Jesus Christ. I feel bad for those innocent women. I can't imagine how mortified they felt to be told to leave with all those customers gawking at them. This is not acceptable. I don't understand this comment section. These 9 women carry themselves in a very mature way and clearly are normal. You can't assume they were with that other group or would behave like the other group. It was most certainly discrimination.
Man. It's pretty sunny in these comments.
It says, this place must have a lot of fights. I just pulled up another video of a big fight breaking out at the same restaurant a year ago. Okay, let me see that. Let's see that.
That changes everything?
No, who let's see who's the culprit at this other fight. Let's see.
You know what? Like I said earlier, I'm pulling for the Sun, man. For the Sun people. I hope it was Gliders. I hope it was 2 old white ladies.
Oh man, they said another fight a year ago.
But you know how they be lying. You know how they lie.
Yeah, some people they make some music.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about this video. Like, share, subscribe. Cash App $ Winston's Bobby. So I want to talk about here, and shout out to the 757, because actually I grew up out there before I left to get in the military and end up where I'm at now. Now, this is where, out there in that area, this incident happened. So it's this restaurant in Chesapeake, Virginia, called Cork and Bull. Okay, I've seen the article, the news article. I believe it was Wavy TV news out there. You know, Willie D. Channel. Okay, because this is something that I think that is about to hit viral. It's really nice restaurant there, down there, and in a nice area. You know, in fact, Chesapeake, I think they made that area to kind of be exclusive. All right, and anyway, man, these sisters did like a Friends Day or something of that nature, and there was some groups of sisters. I don't know what happened during this dinner, but there was an altercation ensued, and these 2 black women end up fighting and things of that nature. You can see it on the video, okay? And again, there was another group of sisters. There were like 9 of them, right? So the fight was broken up, and they told all of them to get out. Now the group of 9 sisters didn't even have anything to do with the fight, nor with that group of people. Okay, and
But they were recording and commenting on it, though. They were recording it and they were commenting on it. So, like, all the other white people was just sitting there quiet, looking around, like looking stupid and shit. And the sisters was like, "Yo, break it up," and recording this shit. So, like, I mean, like, come on, man. A mistake was made. Fuck.
I don't know how many people were involved in the group of the girls that got in the fight. But the statement was, okay, or according to the news or what these ladies are saying is that they were told to get out because they were stereotyped. All right, the statement was, well, we kick you out also because y'all like to fight, when the other group was all saying, well, why we got to get out, you know? So it'd be one thing if the girls that got in the fight, it was the group and things of that nature, or one group against.
Yes, it's the end of the world. It's basically 1965 all over again. I got you, man. I got you, brother. It's 1965 all over again. But goddamn, look at all this shit, man. This bad press, man. You motherfuckers are awful, man. Racism restaurant throws out all black patrons. All this bad press they get, man. Oh man, don't let me see. Let me TikTok.
I wonder
man.
if gliders would not go there if they see that kind of bad publicity. You know what I mean?
They don't want to go to the racist restaurant. Yeah. Gliders, I don't know. I don't think Virginia is that woke. Virginia's not a very woke state, at least historically. You know what I'm saying? Don't quote me on that, man. Because I haven't been in Virginia in a while, man. But I went to college down there, and it's not a woke state. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. You can woke shit can happen, but it's not a woke thing. This is 3 years ago.
Yo, you're not playing anything.
Oh, okay. Let me show you something. Let me show you. My bad. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel, man, guys. Take the $10 challenge. Put a 20 up there. Take the $30. Put a 50 up there. Put 100 up there. Sponsor the show. Take a $5 at least, man. Sponsor the show, man. The programming. We trying to get 15 people. We got 9. Yeah, we got 9 people to sponsor to help sponsor tonight's program, man. Sponsor the show, guys. Let's see. This is the woman. This is the woman who went to the restaurant.
Right? I came here to do a side job. That's all I'm supposed to be doing here. Right? But I walk in Cork and Bull Chop House, and now I feel like going on a date. I want somebody to come take me here. It's beautiful in here. It's elegant. I looked at the menu. I saw at least 7 things I want to order. We're going to have to get here early because I'm going to order like all 7 of those things. I came here to do a side job. That's all I'm supposed to be doing.
Look, this goddamn Redbone, man, she know how to act, man. Redbone know how to act at Cork and Bull, man. She ain't like you motherfucking goddamn soul sisters, man. Y'all know how to act, man. Redbone said, "Oh my God, I want somebody to take me here. It's so elegant." Shout out to her, man. Somebody take this woman back to Cork and Bull, man. You know what I'm saying? She looked like she wouldn't fight there, man. She looked like she wouldn't fight there.
She'll redeem the sisters.
Yeah, man. Please, man. They need it, man. They need it bad, man. They need it bad. Let's see what this person said. God damn. This shit. Let's look at that shit.
We're out celebrating our Friendsgiving. We arrived at the restaurant. Shortly after arriving, we only had time to give drink orders. We didn't even get our drinks. And a physical altercation happened between two African-American women. We did not know them. We were not affiliated with them. They were at another table. They began to fight. The situation was diffused by management and other staff members. The management came over to our table.
The situation was...
They began to fight.
Look at them.
We were not affiliated with them. They were at another table. They began to fight. The situation was diffused by management and other staff members. The management came over to our table and told us that they would not be servicing us tonight. We had to leave. I questioned, are you shutting the entire restaurant down tonight? No, we're just not servicing you all because y'all like to fight.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
We became shocked.
Why? Racism is everywhere. Why? Racism is everywhere.
And he did that in front of the entire restaurant.
Yep.
In front of all the other patrons.
Get the step.
No one else was asked to leave but us.
Get the stepping.
My sister Circles and I were out.
You don't gotta go home?
Celebrating our Friendsgiving.
Right, Martin.
We arrived at the restaurant.
Martin kick you out. You ain't gonna say that shit. You just say that shit when white people kick you out, man. Martin said, get the stepping. Look at this shit. Let's see. This is a nice restaurant, man.
This Chop House now. The food was great. I got the crab cakes. He got a steak, of course, and he said the macaroni was banging. Nice ambiance, beautiful scenery. You got to go check it out. Be ready to come out your pocket with this Chop House now.
Pork and bullets on the menu at Chesapeake. Let's go eat. Now you can do reservations or you can walk in and be seated just as fast. I like to start with a berry lemon drop with a little sugar around the rim. Okay, these pork belly bites are to die for, the right amount of crispiness around the edges, and it's sitting on top of this honey cornbread type of vibe. But it's a 10 out of 10. I do recommend. I love me a good piece of lamb chop that's cooked well, seasoned well, and tender, and that's what those are given. The greens were A1. The Gouda grits not so much. It was creamy, but could have used a little bit of seasoning or salt or something. Now this was our second time coming. The experience was still good. Food was still good. So second time around, it wasn't a letdown. We ended on a great note. Bye.
Look, these black people ain't complaining. They ain't. Don't go in there and fight. Don't and don't be around no fights, man. If we punishing the whole black community. If that's the best way to stop this type of behavior, man. If one of you fight, all of you niggas gotta get out.
It's right. Never too much, never too much. Oh my Lord. What we're gonna do right here is go back.
Yeah, black folk love this place, man. Black folk love it, man. It was only a matter of time, man, before you got a bad reputation fucking with niggas, right?
And you talked about that. You talked about that, Ak, how you described it as how sons were like ants. You know how ants leave their like scents, and more ants know to go there. Like they'll go back and say, "Man, it's busting over there."
Yeah, the pheromones and shit.
Remember you talked about that?
Yeah. The Suns love this place. Oh man, they got what are those things called? I forgot. Brussels sprouts. Yeah, I like Brussels sprouts.
You gonna go check it out now or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go in that mother. First nigga say something to me, I'm punch him in his face though. Seriously though. No bullshit. I ain't coming down there with no bullshit, man. Damn, niggas like this place. All niggas doing TikToks about this place.
Damn.
Yes. Them Brussels sprouts look good though. I ain't gonna lie, man. Man, them niggas order everything. Shit. All right, let's see this way here.
Do you like beards and dots and bars? We have full bar. Full bar. We have darts. So many dots.
Well, that's the bartender. You ain't saying about this joint, man. It looked nice though. I like the way it's set up. Man, look at this nigga. God damn, these niggas. Oh no, this is a different restaurant. Franco. That's Franco. That's a different restaurant. Shit, I wonder if they fighting over there. Shit. Probably so. Probably so. They fighting over there over Franco and shit.
Dinner and the show for the Gladiators, right? Fuck it. You gotta get it how it come, you know. Dinner and a show.
Gliders don't like that shit though. I mean, they don't like that because it's
nobody likes that. Nobody likes that shit. Even like normal sons, right? Don't like that.
Them fights be so like they be so violent. It's like, yo, you don't mind seeing a little fight. Oh shit, you don't mind seeing a little fight, you know, here there. Little action, but the sisters, they be trying to kill each other.
Yeah. Look, I lost count how many some fights I've seen in my life. You just become used to them. You know what I mean? You become used to. And but now that when you like get out of that mindset, you do realize like, damn, yeah, that was pretty violent. Like they was trying to hurt somebody. You know, bad intentions. But even in high school, man. You know, I told you I went to a rough high school with a lot of sons, man. I saw a son fight damn near every day when going to high school. I shit you not, bro.
Yeah, when you go to a school like with just like I would say 50%, maybe 20% blacks, right? This will be a fight every day. Yeah, like some blacks, like fighting is part of school. You know what I'm saying? It's part of it.
But I'm telling you right now, my school was 50-50, and the sons that were in my school were rough. They come from a rough neighborhood in the city. They didn't come from no. It's like, put it like this, man. It was like top 3 in murders, right? So I was going to school with some pretty violent sons, right? Every day I saw a fight, and we liked it. You know, you're young. You don't mind. Look, I'm a boxing fan. I grew up watching boxing, so whenever you had people that knew how to fight, man, it was shit. Let's see how this goes. You know, you become used to it. But in a situation like this restaurant, right? If I'm there with my girl or with my, God forbid, my kids, I mean, come on, man. Like now I gotta explain to my kids what happened. And it's like with my kids, I don't want to be. You said what?
Kids gonna be scared. They'll be wondering what the fuck going on. Like they're gonna be worried. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like they kids don't know. Like they don't know what the fuck going on. They just know something dangerous. They gonna start getting scared.
And believe it or not, you know, with like my kids, I don't want to keep it too real with them. I don't want to have to tell them like, oh, son's this and that. I don't want to do that. They're gonna have to figure that unless I have to. They're gonna have to they have eyes. They're gonna have to see, right? But I don't want to have to like explain none of that. Even with like the alphabet shit, same logic, right? I don't want to have to It's just people don't want to see that shit, man. It just sucks that it is what it is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But for that restaurant, it's a double whammy, right?
Yeah, it sucks to be them, man. Let's see. 217. Salute, man.
Monument Circle downtown.
CBS 4's Jesse Wells shows us how police tracked down the suspects in this case.
Some of the damage from the shooting is still visible, including 2 bullet holes here in this bank sign. Luckily, no one was hurt during that shooting, although just across the sidewalk, you can see this blue power box was also damaged by the gunfire. For their part, IMPD says They hope that the criminal charges filed against the 3 men allegedly involved in the shooting sends a clear message that violence in downtown will not be tolerated. The side window, windshield, and back glass of this SUV were all shattered by gunfire.
When I started hearing the gunshot, I didn't even know what next. Very scary. I thank God that, I'm still alive.
That innocent rideshare driver was caught in the crossfire of a dispute in downtown earlier this month that he had nothing to do with, but which centered around these 3 men. Police claim Chris Ward Jr. got into an argument with these men walking down the sidewalk. Surveillance cameras show Ward allegedly fire the first shots, while Michael Price returned fire from across the street, as did a third suspect, DeAndre Flynn. The shootout left multiple cars and buildings damaged near Meridian and Washington.
We're so blessed that someone was not injured in this incident, but it could have been far worse. And that's why it's important to hold these individuals, these trigger pullers, accountable for their actions.
Police say Chris Ward's getaway car was also damaged in the shooting. Police arrested Ward 2 days later, but he was released from jail before his felony charges were filed, and a warrant has since been issued for his arrest. After police arrested Flynn, an illegally possessed handgun was allegedly recovered from his SUV. Police claim a second gun was also found in Price's car, leading to additional weapons charges. While crime numbers in downtown are all trending down, IMPD's newly appointed district commander said last week his goal for downtown is obvious.
Yeah, I want downtown to be a place that's not only safe, but a place that people feel safe to work, live, and visit.
Finally, Price and Flynn remain behind bars at the Marion County Jail on bonds of $120,000 and $16,000 cash, respectively. Once Ward is rearrested, he'll be held without bond pending an initial hearing. Jesse Wells, CBS 4 News.
Wow. Yeah, on that note, man, great show, guys, man. Any final thoughts, Wicked, man?
No, man, look, I look forward to tomorrow where we might see another Glitter Queen randomly murdered by you name it.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be a day. They will let that happen, man. Salute to everybody sponsored tonight's program. And same Black time, same Black channel. Out of here!